Hi there, my name's Sarah Whitaker and I'm an educational technology expert and I'm here to help you deliver more effective online classes. In today's video, I want to talk about breakout groups, or what you may know them as breakout rooms. So these are rooms or groups away from the main virtual classroom. So it's a way for you to get your students to work in smaller groups and independently and maybe do some collaboration or creation of their own. But these can be a little bit scary because you don't have complete control over what's happening in each one of these groups. And if you have a large class, you can have up to 20 groups going on at one time. So before starting your breakout groups, you want to do a few things to make sure that you're setting yourself up and you're setting your students up for success. One of the most important things is instruction. So make sure you have clear instructions for your students and that there's a final output. What is it that you want your students to do in those breakout groups? And what is it that you want to see when they come back into the main room? Now, if you're using something like OneDrive or Google Docs or anything like that, it's really a good idea to put those instructions in writing in the folder that they'll be using or in the document that they'll be working on even. So making sure that they have those instructions handy, because you know not everyone is going to be listening to you as you're giving your instructions, but they have something to refer to, because remember, you're not going to be in all of the rooms with your students. You can't be in 20 places at the same time. So it's really important to make sure that the instructions are clear and that they're accessible for the students while they're in the room, just in case they forget something or they want to, like they're having an argument with each other and they want to remind, no, this is what we have to do. They have those on hand for themselves. Another one that you want to do is set a timer. Give them a time limit. And throughout the time that they're in those breakout rooms, you want to send them reminders. Hey guys, you have 10 minutes left. You have 5 minutes left. And most virtual classroom softwares allows you to send chat messages to the different breakout groups. So it's important that they have a time limit, that they know that it's not going to go on forever, and that they stay on task while they're in the breakout group. So if you're only going to give them 15 minutes and it's going to take them about 10 minutes to do the assignment, they only have about 5 minutes to mess around with. So again, you want the students to be able to have a little chat and say hi and connect with each other. But for the most part, you want to get them to stay on task and get the assignment done that they've been given. Third thing that you're going to want to do is visit those breakout rooms. So don't just leave your students in their breakout rooms alone. You actually want to visit each of the breakout rooms, or visit as many as you can. So this just kind of gives you a physical presence in the rooms, or just lets you check up on the students and make sure that they're okay, but also lets them know that, hey, I'm here, I'm moving through the rooms. Like, if you need me, raise your hand, put something in the chat to let me know in the main room that you need my help. I'll come in and I'll assist. So it still gives your presence, even though they're alone in their breakout rooms. They know that you're available and that you are moving from room to room, just checking on them to make sure that they're okay. The fourth thing you want is individual learner accountability, The fourth thing you want is learner accountability. So you want to actually be able to track who did what in the assignment. So you can either give your students roles, and so that they have to complete the roles in order to complete the assignment or complete the task. Or you can use tools like Microsoft Word. When it's online, you can track the history, the version history, and see who did what. So there's lots of tools that you can use. Padlet's another great one where you can see who contributed what to the board. But it's important that the students know, like when you get into that group, you have accountability for your work. And you're going to be checking on all of the students, so that you don't have some of those students who may just go, great, I'll let you guys do the group work, I'll sit back and relax. Or they may disappear in the middle of the class, and then you could say, wait a minute, where were you? Because you're not in the room with the students physically like you would be in the classroom, it's hard to keep an eye on anyone who's kind of relaxing a little bit more than they should in their group work, or allowing other people to do more work than they should in the group work. So having that element put in accountability is really important. And that's why it's important to choose the tool that you use in your breakout groups, or that you at least assign some roles to your students so that they know who's in charge of what and who needs to be doing what. So it can help you make the breakout groups a little bit more successful. So the things that you might want to do, take into consideration, is ensure you have clear instructions, put a time limit, visit the rooms, and make sure you have learner accountability.